Hi sisters, you want to look at some weird cars again? So we have our first model running down the catwalk here. I'm not a fan of the matte blue rims, to be honest. I like my rims to be nice and shiny, and also there are a lot of stickers on this thing. But you know, it's not that bad. She just looks passable. Oh my goodness. I forgot about the tint. Alright, y'all are gonna have to help me out here. Is that Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat on both windows with a Wu-Tang Clan sticker under each window? Why did you need two Wu-Tang stickers? Is it like those Apple stickers where you just get so many of them where you're like, I have to put them somewhere? Also, can we please talk about the silver trim that's in between these windows? They had to have spray painted that themselves. There's no way that's stock. It looks like a metal Mario plushie. Oh my goodness, look at that rear window. I mean, it looks cool, I guess, but the reason I put this car in this compilation, can we just look at that roof, please? I'm gonna zoom in on this thing. Is that a sword, a katana, entirely spray painted blue? There's no way that's a real sword, right? They just ordered a sword off of wish.com or something and then they spray painted it blue and glued it onto this car, right? You know, I've heard that in a car crash, if you just have like a tissue box on your dashboard and that thing goes flying after impact and it hits you somehow, it's gonna do considerable amounts of damage. Imagine just being in the vicinity of this thing crashing and the sword comes off and just starts flying through the air. Even if the blade has absolutely no sharp edges and is as round as Kirby himself, I do not want that thing anywhere near me. And I'm sure this thing is a lot harder than Kirby. Alright, new car everybody. We were just talking about how dangerous car crashes are. Don't worry, this next one, there's no way anybody's getting hurt. Well, except maybe you. But everybody else will be fine probably. If you hit something in this car, you're just gonna see feathers flying out. I mean, the only downside of this car is it looks like a wet Cheeto. They even got the mirrors. They got the side of view mirrors. Also, I'm looking at the hood of this thing. You see how these cushions where that you think the headlights would be, they seemed like disconnected from the rest of the hood. I wonder if this is one of those cars where when you're driving it, the headlights pop out. Wait a second, they matched the interior too. Look at all of that. I mean, it's almost the same shade of orange too. I mean, a soft interior is nice. You just never see a soft exterior, and let alone a soft exterior that looks like an old couch. Alright, our next car is one of those instances where they have what appears to be just a normal sedan, and then they try to turn it into a pickup truck. Except pickup trucks usually have like 2 or 4 doors. I've never seen one with 6. Y'all, look at how it sags in the middle. It's like it has a gamer headphone dent. And it's so long too. Imagine trying to drive this thing. It looks like even they couldn't drive this thing. Look at the rear bumper. But hey, if that car's too big for you, I've got a good suggestion. Oh shoot, hang on, I used the wrong axis. Now this car is like, it can hold one human being. Have you ever seen those videos where the wind gets so strong it knocks over an entire semi-trailer? I'd imagine the same thing would happen with this car, but it's so round it could very easily just keep rolling. This is like the old weird uncle of the Can-Am Spider. Also, where on earth do you source a bumper that's the exact size and style for a one-seater Volkswagen Beetle? Alright, new car. My man, that is not how spoilers are supposed to work. Why do you need downforce on the hood of your car? Actually, it's not even on the hood of the car. It's in front of it. It's attached to the grill. And is that a light bar under the spoiler?
So, my eyes are correct.
This smart car has seen things, man. I feel like we need to call in a welfare check on it. Wait, is this another smart car? Okay, honestly, this one's not even that bad. Wait, hold on. It's got a do not tread on me sticker on like the rear window. Dude, it's the size of a Goomba. I could just step on it and it would go. Alright, y'all. Who do you think would win in a race between these two? The Peppermint Terror or Light Bar McGee? I feel like the Breathman would be the better race car, but I don't know, something about Light Bar McGee, it just radiates psychopath energy. I feel like that thing's just gonna get on the track and immediately start trying to murder the other car. Alright, new wheels. What is with people gluing just the most random objects to the roof of their cars? I mean, I guess it's less dangerous than the katana, but I don't know. Maybe this is actually designed to prevent crashes. You know how moths have things that look like eyes on their wings, and they use that to scare off predators? That's what this person is doing, as if they're just trying to keep cars as far away from theirs as possible. Why do you even need so many styrofoam mannequin heads? I mean, I know they're not exactly the most expensive things in the world, but did you buy them just for this project? Wait a second, I just noticed it's a Mercury. You did this to like an entry-level luxury car. You didn't even do this to like just a standard run-of-the-mill Toyota. What, could you not resell this thing? And so you just decided to create this abomination? I would absolutely love to know the story behind this car. It has to be something juicy. This is actually starting to remind me a lot of the last vid where we did this, where we saw that Rolls Royce with the giant 10-pole wheels. So I'm gonna move on because I don't want to think about that any more than I need to. Oh, your wheels, your way. Ain't that the truth? This has got to be the type of car that you see when you're doing shrooms. What are these black things on the silver trim between the headlights and the front tire? They look like hairpins. Actually, what is going on under the headlights? You see how that it's like folding in on itself? It's like a fourth dimensional shape or something. Look at how reflective that silver is too. Imagine if this thing and the little light bar that could got together. You're just gonna end up flashbanging people. And you know this thing is as loud as a flashbang too. You and I both know that the muffler on this thing is gonna be like... Also, I'd imagine if you get in a crash with this thing, this silver is just gonna come flying off and it's gonna be like little mini needles flying everywhere. You know, I've heard of suicide doors, but I've never heard of cruel and unusual punishment doors. I want to know what drugs you have to take to do something like this and to go through with it. What has to happen to your brain? Also, imagine a tight parking job in this car. You're gonna have to squeeze out of this thing like you're squeezing out of the grasp of a crab's claws. Slamming the doors on this car is gonna make the whole thing shake. You've created an actual weapon. Also, look at where the doors used to be separated. Imagine dropping change in that hole right there. You stick your hand in there to try to fish it out and it comes up all scratched and stuff. And you have to go get a tetanus shot. It looks like when a ladybug is flying, where it has these giant colorful bits coming off that are the size of the bug itself. Except it doesn't reveal wings, it just reveals the innards of this demented creature. Oh no. Oh jeez. There's so much going on in this picture, I don't even know where to begin. How do you even drive this thing? You know how people who camber the tires, if they camber the car low enough, they have to actually carry around little ramps in their trunk of their car so they can get over speed bumps? I'd imagine this is even worse than that, because with this car, if you hit a speed bump, that front bit is just, it's gonna make it your car like a skateboard hitting a rock. You're just gonna go flying. And also, it's not just a long boy in the front, it's a long boy in the back. It looks like you had a pickup truck and you wanted to cover the bed with something, so you just slapped a giant surfboard on top of it. It's like a beaver's tail. You could probably use this car as a garden trowel. Actually, you know what? It kind of looks like it's sticking its tongue out at me. Now that I think about it, this has big Kyle energy. 100% the person who made this wears snapbacks and drinks Monster Energy. You know, when it comes to all of these cars, on some level, I feel like I respect the ambition. I may not understand why you would ever want to do anything like this, but hey, you did it.